Thank you. Bismillah ar-Rahman Rahim. Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina, Prime Minister of the Republic of Bangladesh and Chair of the Climate Vulnerable Forum, His Excellency A.H.M. Mustafa Kamal, Minister of Finance of the Republic of Bangladesh and Chair of the V20 Group, His Excellency President Mohammad Nasheed, Speaker of People's Majlis of Maldives, CVF's founding chair and thematic ambassador for ambition, distinguished speakers and colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Maldives is one of the worst affected countries by the COVID-19 pandemic. With the closing down of our borders and shutting down of the tourism sector, we experienced an economic contraction of 32% in 2020. Total financial inflows to the Maldives declined by 37% and government revenue declined by around 50%. The government took substantial measures to bounce back quickly and mitigate the adverse impact of this crisis. We rolled out $232 million in economic and health response in order to save lives, cushion the economic impact, preserve jobs, and support individuals and businesses. As we see out this pandemic and prepare for future crises, such as the climate emergency, we realize more than ever the need to incorporate resilience into our recovery and long-term plans. As a climate vulnerable nation facing multiple challenges with limited resources and one that is striving to reach net zero by 2030, we require urgent access to global funds. Our trajectory of economic recovery depends on the accelerated efforts of the international community and especially the commitment from developed countries to mobilize finance towards our sustainable development efforts. Developing countries such as the Maldives must have access to adequate funds at lower costs. Easier and increased access to climate funds as pledged under the Paris Agreement is critical at this juncture for countries like ours. Your Excellencies, green and blue bonds are now mere labels and they do not provide a particular advantage in terms of the interest rate or tenor. When we try to raise money from the market for green or blue bonds, we are offered market rates with additional conditions. Therefore, one way to reduce the cost of finance for developing countries to address environmental issues and build climate resilience is to get developed economies or international organizations back or guarantee the borrowings from the market and let the developing countries access these funds. This will help to reduce the cost of finance and open up fiscal space. In addition, countries at the forefront of the climate crisis, like the Maldives, must benefit from grant financing to assist us in overcoming the hurdle of high initial capital costs of climate-smart investments. While there is a lot to be done to transform our economic development and sustainability, we are committed to investing decisively towards becoming the resilient island nation that we strive to become. With support from our international partners and agencies, we are hopeful that we can benefit from innovative financing mechanisms to address our climate vulnerabilities. I thank you very much for listening. Thank you.